What's going on, Pyros? Welcome back to the channel. Vex Power here, back at you with another video. A new installment in the series of blind ranking. I am once again joined by Boomer Matt. And how's it going, Matt?
Oh, going great, man. I feel like I've got extra time to talk, man. You shortened that name. That's awesome.
Right. And so today this one is going to be over fireworks categories, essentially. So you go on a website, you're going to search, and you got all the drop down menus, and that's what we're going to be doing on this one. So intrigued to see which particular things you enjoyed the most on this one. So
There's really not a category I don't like, but I have my favorites. So yeah,
I was
I
gonna
can
say
chime in on this one.
which one's the favorite though. So all right, well, your first one up is going to be 200 grams.
Oh, geez, one of my favorites for sure. I still prefer shells, but I love 200 grams. There's such variety there, and you get so many more fuses. Like you can a lot of times get 2.5, 3 to 1 over getting your 500 grams, and just have
Mhm.
more variety of stuff. And we're putting them in at the two and leaving room for shells at the top.
Okay. Well, your next one up is going to be Roman candles.
Candles are awesome. Overall, have them a little lower. I very much like large bore stuff with different effects,
Hmm.
and some of them are better than others, obviously. But I just get a kick out of them. So let's plug them in at the three Roman candles.
3 on the Roman candles. Okay. And then your number 3 spot is going to be 500 grams.
Yeah, well, we talked about how I prefer the 200s.
Mhm.
So I think we just need to plug them right down the line at the four.
4 for the
I guess I
500.
have a method here. I leave the one and the five open till the end. I think I've done this more than once.
It's never a bad thing, don't get me wrong, because like you say, you never know what is coming next, right? And you don't know if you're going to see something that you just absolutely don't enjoy. So I mean,
Right.
it makes sense. So well, your number 4 is going to be the artillery shells.
Yeah. Number one.
Yep.
We
Yep.
saved that spot for them, and there they go.
That's the spot you saved, and that's where they plugged right in. So
Love them. Yeah, you just get that. There's a singularity to them. Of course, you can fuse up a whole rack and have a whole barrage of them, but just the one at a time type of thing and bigger effects. And yeah, they're just fantastic. Okay. Yeah. One shelf.
yeah, we had 600, no, 400 shells fused up to go off during a finale last year, and as good as it looked during that show, I think I agree with you with I would rather have a slower paced, actually being able to see all the shells than, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's nothing better than seeing that many go off in the sky at once, but I'd like to see those effects, right? They are so beautiful, and yeah, it's a beautiful thing to watch. So well,
So let me follow up on that.
yeah, yeah,
Have we got time?
yeah, oh
Okay.
yeah.
Uh, so 400 shells. Did you have that spaced out in stations, or putting some angle on your racks, or was that all pretty much going up in the same spot in the sky?
Yeah, so it was in one position. It was a quite long position, but it was in one position in the middle, and then they were all 50 shot racks, about half of which were angled and then half of which were straight. And then
Okay.
they all went up, for the finale, which essentially all 400 went up within, I think it was about 15 seconds total. Like we didn't send absolutely everything at the exact same moment, but it was
Hmm.
quick enough. And then we used 2 to 3 second fuse and instant fuse, nothing slower than that. So they were still quick no matter what. And there was a ton of them that went right. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's a
Yeah.
blast.
That's a whole lot in a 15-second span, right?
It was, and that was about half the shells we had for that show, because that was the show where we had the 16-inch shell, we had a ton of threes, fours, fives, sixes, eights, not to mention another. Oh man, basically every rack I own was full, and I think that's another like almost 300, and then they had a couple more 50s, so it's probably another 400. That we had just go throughout the show as well. I mean, it was a ton of shells. Possibly
Okay.
too
Right.
many, to be honest. It might have been too many, but it was an experience to say the least. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm guessing it got some cheers, if nothing else.
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, people love the show when we put it on. That's our personal show. We do it for like two different families. It's for one guy, and it's on his neighbor's property, and then they all bring out a ton of people. Big cookouts, and everybody's sitting there. You hear the cheers all throughout the night. was a pretty cool experience. So,
Yeah, cool.
well, your number 5 spot is going to end up being rockets.
Oh, yeah, they shouldn't be there, but there they are.
Yeah. So knowing that now, let's see, you had artillery at 1, then 200s, Roman candles, 500s, and rockets. Would you switch anything?
Yeah, I probably would. I think I'd probably bump rockets up ahead of candles, and then have candles in the 4 and the 500s in the 5.
Okay. Okay. And
But there's you can't. Yeah, honestly, you can't go wrong with any of those. I love them all.
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I think I know when I had a conversation with Jody, he's a big Rockets fan. He was talking about just the different effects you see and how unique it is, and you don't see those in a lot of things. And I agree. Like you don't see hearts and smiley faces and too many like crosses and inside cans. So I understand that and why he likes Rockets so much. They can be fun. They can
Yeah,
also be
ring
unpredictable.
shells. Ring brakes work better in rockets too. I mean, it's just those directional brakes seem to work better because they don't tumble in the same way that a can does.
Yep, yep, that's true. So all right. Well, that was our our categories list here. Matt, once again, thank you so much for joining me. Everybody, go check out Mid-South Boomers, Boomer Matt, Boomer Jody. Support them. And Matt, you got anything to say to people before we head out?
Well, shoot. Let me. I think this feed will wind up hitting some of our people too, and let's encourage them to check out your channel. You're doing creative stuff like this right here. I'm really digging on this game show series, man. This is great fun.
I've got to get that game show voice down. That's what it is. That's
Yeah, get your right.
a name like a
Give your Chuck Willery.
yeah, exactly. You got to have one of those.
Tell everybody we'll be back in 2 and 2.
Yeah. So, well, that's it for this one, guys. Once again, let me know what you want to see on this series next. Unlimited possibilities here. Thanks again, Matt. And that's it for now. Until next time, Vex Pyro out.